Hi all, welcome to my next video. In this video I will discuss how to export your shapefiles to KML files into Google Earth. It is quite a problematic issue, especially for beginners. Even I recently found some information about it. As I searched in the internet, many people have asked the questions where my attributes are. When I export the shapefile with attributes, where do they disappear or what? And I decided to check it out. Here is our layer. It is our project zones layer. It contains different types of zones. As you can see, there are about 18 or 17, I'm not quite sure. And the task is to export each of them to KML file. First, I've already loaded my Google Earth. I use the standard version, not the Pro or any other versions, and you can download it for free from their site. Now let's deselect all features and right click on the layer name and click Save As. We have several options. The most often used is, of course, shapefiles, Azure shapefiles. I call them just shapefiles. And there are many other formats. In this case, we will use KML. You can find it here, Keynote Markup Language. It contains not only graphical information, but also some attributes, as you will soon see. Let's do that. KML, don't add it to the map. The coordinate system shall be the same as in your project, and save it to your computer. Let's type it, zones all, because I haven't selected any zones and I have no other options but to export all of my zones. Here you can set the extent, it's not necessary. Data source options, it is about how it shall be laid in Google Earth, at what elevation above ground. And let's click OK now. Export has been completed and we load it in Google Earth by going to File and Open. Now here is the file. You can locate it on your computer. It's very natural to open KML files in Google Earth, and just double click on it. And as you can see, all of my zones, which are here, all of my zones are laid correctly in Google Earth. And now, since they're all uploaded at once, by expanding the menu, here you can see in temporary places, it's in Bulgarian, but it's temporary places in English, and zones always the name of the KML, expand it, another folder, expand it too, and here you have all the instances of all the features of that layer. And by clicking on the blue nodes, which in this case tell me no name, but it's not so. By clicking on it, it locates our feature and clicks on all of its attributes. This is fine if your layer is doesn't have different symbology or so on, but if it has, as is in my case. Now let's go to our QGIS. You can see that I have different symbologies for each zone, and that's quite natural. There are different zones, and to make the symbology in Google Earth different, you need to select them separately. I will demonstrate just to give you a hint of what our job is about. just select one type of features, go to the attribute table of that layer and click select by expression, go to fields and values and select whatever column is indicative for your symbology. In my case it is just zone name, and let's click on the random OV1 layer. Let's just close any unnecessary attribute tables that mess up my work. Unique, like that, select, and we've selected exactly 8 instances. Now we need to save them separately, and don't forget to mark save only selected features. This will select only the selected zones, which are in this case animal farms. We will save them as zone with the correct name, save, and the options are the same. Okay. And I forgot to unclick add it to the map. I don't need it in QGIS. Now let's go to Google Earth and you'll see the difference. Open that file I just exported by going to File, Open. Here is it. I will just close all of my other files. And here are some of my zones. You can see that they're marked in red for now, but I can, by going again expanding the menus and going to our instances, click on the folder here with the name of the zones, and on style and color click sharing of the style. And here you can type your symbology for this zone. I will give it a random orange color, and even you can type the area, which will be something lighter. Let's go to like this, and even with some transparency, 50 transparency, it's okay. And as you can see, the zones are small, but it is apparent that they are with transparency and orange on the map. Now let's export another type of zone by going to QGIS and again go to the attribute table of the layer and select another type of zones. Clicking on the attribute, and let's try with this one. Okay, we selected another 7 features, and now click on Save As. And I will not make the same mistake this time. Don't add the file to the map. Just don't forget to match save only selected features. And now let's export it to name of the zone. Okay, go to Google Earth, open the file you just exported. Here it is. You can see some red zones. They're too small to be noticed, but I will just see them good enough. And again, you can expand, you can see the attributes of your zones. You can see that the attributes are different for each zone, and it also locates where the feature is. And to demonstrate that the symbology is quite different, you can see my orange zones here, and I will right click on the newly created zone, click on its properties, style and color, sharing of the style, and let's click another color. And let's click a feeling also. Pardon me, you need to go to the subfolder and click on style and colors, share and code the style. Let's go for another distinctive color like purple, and the filling will be with yellow, 50%. Okay, and the zones here are now in yellow and purple, the same as these zones. However, we can change that separately by going to in this case properties, style and color, and go to another color. Okay, and filling also. Let's type another random color. And that's how you can manipulate each of your zones separately and creating a symbology that is characteristic to each of your zones, or in your case, attribute features. Google Earth can open your files with ease. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will take advantage of this video.